What's going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk to you about Palantir. I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down on what's been coming out associated to the company itself, and where I see things going from here. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, Palantir is having a minor pullback, 0.56%, but that is following from it just hitting a new 52-week high pre-market. A lot of money is getting into Palantir, so the market's been open roughly 40 minutes and there is 22.5 million shares being traded. 55.6 is the average. So big money cannot get enough of Palantir. So these are some of the transactions occurring on the secondary market above $100,000. So a lot of big money is getting in, even on the dark pool. So dark pool is often enough linked to large entities as well as shorting and whatever else. So this is a very popular exchange today. So I'm going to go over everything that you need to know. There's a big one, 3.34 million. But there was this that did come out this morning. So a new partnership with Nebraska Medicine. So one of many new customers, as what was recently cited, is going to be announced. So I think Palantir is a force to be reckoned with. And yes, Wall Street sometimes has really misjudged the valuation of Palantir, but as of late, big money cannot get enough of it because why the hell not, right? Rate cuts potentially happening tomorrow, maybe a 50 basis point cut. Right now, there's a 65% likelihood of that happening. That means consumers' buying power will increase already more than what it is, because you did have retail sales coming out today and it did come in a little bit better than anticipated. So the actual is not populating right now, but it was 0.1 and forecast was negative 0.2. So all in all, people's appetite for risk is increasing in the broader market, even more gravitating towards Palantir today. And over and above that, though, there was one additional thing that was announced: Bank of America's US 1 list. Palantir was added to that. So that does mean that Bank of America sees Palantir as one of the top most buys in the market right now. So that's a huge deal. Like, there seems to be a hell of a lot of good things going for Palantir as of late, and I don't know what will really quash this momentum. It's kind of crazy. Even leading into today, I was stating, based on the Elliott Wave technicals, that it was going to head to around $38. I've been saying this time and time again. As of late, the Elliott Wave technicals are now projecting for it to kind of hit that $41 range, as you can kind of see right here. So it does have a pivot point of $29.70. So for as long as it is above that, then it is anticipated to get between that $41.40 and $43.60 range. So very bullish. And because of some recent things that was said about Palantir at the AIP, you have a $50 price target done by this analyst with Bank of America, who has a 89% success rating. So that's actually one of the highest ratings I've seen in a very long time. And most likely Daniel Ives won't want to be shown up because he's kind of the poster boy of Palantir. So he's probably going to come in with a $55 or $60 price target probably in the next day or so. So just kind of anticipate that, because he usually likes to give one new reiteration every, I don't know, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. So analysts, like I said, cannot get enough of Palantir behind the scenes. And like I said, rightfully so. Even looking based on this, it is rather old information somewhat, but in Q2 there was 31.16 million call options purchased by hedge funds, and that is a increase of 1.53% from the quarter prior. There was 82.7 million call options by all 13F filers, a decrease of 10.02%. So the fact that hedge funds are kind of loading the boat with call options shows that they do believe in Palantir long term. So getting right to some data points, starting off with shorts. At the time of doing this video, shorts are returning net 261,000 shares. 2.92% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 59.35 million shares overall are being shorted. It's also interesting to note, even though Palantir is not a squeeze play, not heavily shorted, there is more dollar value shorting Palantir than many stocks even have a market cap. So $2.16 billion in shorts. So very interesting stuff. Looking at the options, 18 million in calls, 3.06 million in puts. 52% of all the options being done so far today are optimistic and bullish, and most of it is kind of orienting for it to be above that $38 range. So this week is a monthly chain, as you can kind of see, so expiring September the 20th, so it is generally very, very active. On the flip side, looking at the puts, you see in kind of an anticipation for it to pull back to around that $34 range. So again, just kind of anticipate that potentially. A lot of people are saying that because of this, 50 basis points has been somewhat priced into the market. So if a 25 does happen, then you might see a little bit more of a pullback. So that is what some people are theoretically saying. But moving on from here though, with it right now at 36 and change, it is trading between this R1 and this R2, kind of sitting on this R1 right now, flirting with it a little bit. So watch for 36.04 to really hold. Flip side, 36.87 is going to be that next strong resistance / target. And then next level above that will be 38.23. So just take note of some of the strong support and resistance points. Clearly the bears out there are anticipating for it to kind of be sub that pivot point right here, so that 34.69. So again, just kind of take note of all of that. On the actual chart itself, I have to move this over here because my face is in the way, but technicals are looking very controlled and very bullish. As I've stated in the past, it is considered very overbought. Nothing really wrong with that, as stocks do correct. But the first sign of weakness, you could see a significant pullback, as what has happened in the past, similar to here in July and whatever else. But number of retail investors can't get enough of Palantir as well, because like I said, why the hell not? It is a absolute beast that it is currently up around just the last month, 11.72% over the last 1 year, up 139%. So this is a stock that everyone needs to add to their watch list, but obviously kind of do your own due diligence at the end, right? Because all it'll take is a little bit of fear in the market, and then you could see a lot more volatility with Palantir as what we've seen. So let me know your thoughts. Are you a buyer? Do you feel that $50 is feasible with Palantir in the short term, or do you think that it's kind of too far-fetched? What's your thoughts? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. Don't forget to take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it. They give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Link to this is in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.